In this class, I'll be taking you through the component of GDP, the components of gross domestic product. So the component of gross domestic products imply those elements that make up of GDP. So depending on whether an economy is a closed one or an open economy, okay, although in reality there's no economy that is closed, but for knowledge sake, we are going to assume that there's an economy, a hypothetical economy that is closed, that does not interact with the rest of the world, does not interact with foreign countries. Okay, so from there we move to the open economy. That is an economy that interacts with the rest of the world. Okay, if an economy is closed, it means we don't have export and import. The country does not have export and import aspect. Okay, because the country, it means that the country does not import and does not export. That's the only missing part here. Okay, so therefore, for a closed economy, we have GDP. GDP GDP is equals to consumption represented by C plus gross private investment. This is I. Domestic investment, gross domestic investment. Okay, then plus government expenditure. Okay. So these are the components of GDP in a closed economy. C, consumption, investment, and government expenditure. So these three components make up of GDP in a closed economy. That is spending in a closed economy. So what of an open economy? So in an open economy, GDP will be equals to C plus I, everything we have here, plus G. Then we have plus export minus import. So this makes the economy to be open to the rest of the world. Okay, export and import. Okay, in other words, this can be written as C plus I plus G plus net export, where NX, net export, is equals to X minus M. Okay, so net export is equal to X minus M, what we have here, so we can simply replace this with this here. That's what we did here. Okay, these are the components of GDP.